Hello everybody. We're just here checking out Wellington Street and Rideau Street Saturday night. I thought it would have been a little bit more lively out here, but so far all we found is quiet. So we're just at the National War Memorial, and we're gonna just head down Rideau Street and hopefully maybe find somebody that has debit and a beverage to sell. I figured after we go down there, which as you can see is very peaceful and calm and quiet, and the same goes for the other direction. So it looks like we're in for a nice peaceful walk tonight. Thanks for joining me. Don't know if you guys have seen Ottawa at nighttime before. Well, maybe last night. But we'll go for a little walk, check out the buildings. All fancy with their lights on. There must be some nightclubs around here because I've seen some ladies in some pretty nice gowns. So I don't know where they're all headed, but some dress-up parties going on. I don't really know what's down there. It's like a tunnel of some sort, but I don't think we'll venture down there this evening by ourselves. Actually, let's go look at the other way on the other side, because that might be kind of nice. So I've tried to find anywhere that's open here. I don't know why downtown Ottawa closes everything. Can't get a coffee, can't go to Subway. So I don't really understand that. Just looking over the canal there to the other side. So yeah, it's pretty peaceful around here. So it's gotta be skateboarders heaven here, with all the roads closed and this nice hill. So we've found 3 Tim Hortons so far, and they're all closed. Just wanted a warm beverage. And then I went back to the beer tent and got ID'd, so I didn't bring my ID. 50 years old. That's got to be good, I guess, eh? So we're hopefully going to walk down this street and we're going to find something that takes debit so we can get a drink. Yeah, it is a compliment, I guess. If she took a good look and looked at the grays, and maybe then it's not so complimenting, but always got to look at it in the bright light. Positive manner. It's a great day today. A lot going on, a lot of motion. Well, all right, we'll stop when cars come.
Good idea, eh? I wish you could also do that.
Occasionally.
Right? They're a little bit bigger than us.
So I also noticed everybody in this city, which is different from wherever I've lived, we all stop when we see this little hand at the traffic light and wait for it to tell us when it's safe to go across. And That's something I've never done in my life, so I find it odd that here everybody does that. They wait for the little man and the little hand to tell us when to go. Is that the same where you live? Do you guys all wait for the hand or the walking symbol to cross the street? Or do you look both ways and go when it's safe? I've always just looked both ways and go when it's safe. But
After that.
oh wow, you can get a ticket for that, can you? I've always heard that it's a ticketable offense called jaywalking, but I've watched, never ever heard of any, never seen anybody get that ticket. Oh yeah, of course I could understand it if you impede traffic. So a different look down this street tonight than it was last night. Last night when we came down here, it was full of chaos and noise and guns. It's funny, last night this street had hundreds of guns on it, and I feel safer tonight without them. What a huge contrast compared to last night. Yeah, absolutely, and they're all just parked here. Like, there's so many police cars just parked and they've been running like 24/7. I'd imagine they don't turn them off and they just keep idling and they sit there and they make some really easy money. Wow, for some reason I'm really craving a coffee, but McDonald's coffee, I don't know. Actually, I don't even think they're open. How is a McDonald's not open? That's got to be open. I haven't seen a single person. Honestly, I think Mr. Trudeau is too busy with the, well, I hate to break it to you, but the war we're about to get into soon. Yeah, there you go. I said it out loud. Well, looks like a bunch of people waiting in line over there for something. Or they're just hanging out. Oh no, that's that chess game, my family. Couple bikes still sticking around, I guess. I think a lot of them went home today. Over here we have our outside chess matches. It's pretty neat. They have chess boards painted on the ground with like 12-inch pieces. I think we're gonna cross over and we're gonna head up to the hill and see what's going on. So yeah, pretty wicked games of chess there. Yeah, that McDonald's is closed. So I did end up going to the Poutine Fest and getting food and bringing it back to the hotel. But I didn't end up getting poutine. I went with a vegetarian dish from that Mediterranean food truck and it was pretty delicious. Yeah, I could skip the dishes or something, but I really actually just wanted a drink. I guess if I get that Thursday, the beer tent was still open, so just gotta grab my ID, show that I'm 19. I would have thought the bald spot and the gray hair would have done it, but do some window shopping. I guess they were getting ready for the bike rally. I guess people are getting a lot more cautious about just deciding to park their vehicle somewhere, because right now the goon squad with the tow trucks, they're on call, they're ready to go. We found where all the buses are, where the stormtroopers are having a snooze until they're needed, and we found where all the tow trucks were. And yeah, all you need to do is park your vehicle and see how long it takes. Any volunteers, let me know. I'll be ready to film you. We'll get it live. So we're just heading over to Wellington Street, and then we'll go up to the hill and see if they're having a bonfire again tonight. See if there's any protests going on tonight. Apparently we're getting set up here with some tunes. So, anticipating a street party maybe.
What stream are you on? Are you live streaming YouTube or?
Yes, I am.
Which stream? I follow a lot of streamers.
Canadian Free Living. All right, fantastic.
Ottawa was just in the market there.
Oh, okay.
Are you like you're a local here?
No, I'm not from around here. I'm a traveler.
Canadian Free Living.
Yeah. Have a good night. It's crazy how this place can turn from so peaceful to so chaotic. Thank you for the comment on the feed. So all the blockades are gone. Everything's open and free now that the bikers are gone. Basically, downtown Ottawa missed out on probably millions of dollars this weekend. Not that it matters, but not that everybody's worried about a few dollars that are lost, because there's so much money in this place. Everywhere you look around, all you see is, you know, millions and millions spent on statues and buildings, and it's sickening the amount of money that's been put down, so we have an attractive capital that we can't even usually visit freely anymore. And then don't even get me started with the carbon tax that they're going to start putting on us poor folk. And yet the rich folk are just going to fly around the world polluting it way more than we ever will with our little car engines. Yes, Eagle Whisperer, I hear you. I recognize that as well. I appreciate that. Once this weekend's over, I will definitely gonna go and figure something out there for that. Seems to be a bit of a problem. Didn't really notice that until this weekend. Wow, that Segway. That guy, did you guys see that guy go flying by in that Segway? Wow, does that thing ever move fast? So we're on our way to Parliament Hill. We're gonna see if they found some firewood again tonight and see what's going on. So here's been the story all day. You see these people carrying their luggage down the street. That has been the story all day. You can't get your cars to your hotel. And as for the biker party, I'm not sure. I didn't hear about necessarily a party of bikers. Maybe that was when they thought they could actually ride their bikes down here. Oh, we found the protesters. I don't know if you can hear freedom getting hollered out. Yeah, they were super restricted. I guess that's what happens when you announce you're coming. Should have all just came for a bike ride and grabbed some fries. Listen, everybody worried about war or talking about war and all that crap. All you can do is enjoy the time you've got and love those that are close to you. So just focus on that. The rest of it, just leave it to the elite that run this place. Yep, you never know when your ticker's going to be done, so as they say, love thy neighbor, you know, share good times, find good times, help people if you can, and forget about the rest, because there's really ultimately nothing you can do about it. Sorry for the negativity there, but it's also positive.
She's the one that lit the fire. And kept the fire going for 2 days. And then,
Well, we're definitely getting closer to the hill. We can tell by the noise. Thanks for the shout out. I think there was a couple of parades of protesters today walking around downtown. So we'll just take a look and see what time it is over on the clock. Yeah, the amount of money spent on appearance is incredible. The things that we consider are important sometimes are sickening. I was talking to a native from Saskatchewan today, and we have so many people right here in Canada that have way bigger problems than some of us. So hopefully I'm going to go and check that out this summer. I really want to explore that, what's going on here in Canada over with our natives and people near downriver from the oil mines that don't even have safe drinking water. Yeah, Canadians with a life expectancy of 48. That's what happens when you live down from the oil sands, allegedly. So I'm going to go check that out this summer. Go for a long drive. The Freedom Rally? Which one is that? Because $250,000 doesn't sound like much money unless that was per day. Wow, are we not allowed on the hill tonight? I thought that was our spot for protesting. I guess it's not. Huh. Well, so much to learn. I thought that's where you go protest, was up here on the hill. But we're not hanging out there tonight. We're on the street. So right now we're on the intersection of Metcalf and Wellington. This was basically the epicenter of the Freedom Convoy. People are kind of blocking this police officer from getting on to his job. And And there's our friendly Main Street media, I think. Probably describing how violent this crowd is and how much destruction they're doing. But I've yet to see the same things that Main Street media reports. It was right here where that young female journalist was shot with a tear gas gun. Well, it was actually right over there by that building, by that intersection, and then they brought her over here to give her first aid. When I say they, I mean the protesters. Here we are at the Terry Fox. Love to hear his opinion. Well, I don't take many pills, maybe some edibles from the native reserve. Oh, you weren't talking to me? Oh yeah. That's why I would love to hear his 2 cents on what's going on. Well, it sounds like it's open mic here, karaoke night. Sorry for the punishment. You want real punishment, I'll go jump on that mic and belt out a Metallica tune.
No, I didn't go to the truck. I was on the other side of the road.
And I step in front of them because, and that's why I think I'm a girl. I'm going to stand in front. Right? What do we want?
Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. You have a wonderful evening yourself. Thanks for watching the stream, smashing that like button. I appreciate it. Rooting for Putin, Russian victory. Wow, now there's a strong statement, eh? How about we root for no more war? How about we root for something positive for us all to get behind? Yeah, I guess I must be the one on medication, thinking these positive thoughts. All right, well, I think we're going to run back to the beer tent, guys. So let's go to City Hall, see if we can grab a beer before they close. They're probably closed, but it'll give us a walk. Not too much of a stationary guy. We'll come back here later and see if anything's going on. Good night, Kay.
Brace yourself or support yourself.
Thanks, Terry.
Well, thank you everyone for coming in for freedom, because this is why we're here. And for freedom.
Oh, there you go. Now you have it. There's about, I would say, let's say, about 100 people here hanging out. Again, sounds like open night mic. So, Yeah, we all need to join John Lennon on that one. And just imagine some peace,
Do not,
you know,
and I repeat,
peace and tranquility.
do not register your babies with the government that will enslave them as tax cattle for the next 100 living years that they live. Because that is what a birth certificate is, okay? If you guys really want to fight this war against the government, the way you do it is with your children, okay? Because they know that the children are...
I think Joe, whoever that is on that mic, might have had a few tokes. I don't know. I shouldn't throw my opinion on that. Sorry about that. In a ways, she's actually making sense, so I should apologize for that statement, probably.
No, it is no different, okay? So know that every single party of government, whether they're red, they're blue, they're pink, or any color, can you rainbow? Can you take the tyranny, guys? Can you take the tyranny? Because I can. Every single time they say that they're not going to enslave us to a system of control, they do. So now's the time to wake up and stop registering your children to a system of slavery, because that is what government is. At the end of the day, if you look up etymology of government, alright?
Hopefully you're all enjoying your Saturday evening. I'm trying to work off some more calories with a nighttime walk. No, I thought it would be neat to check it out. We're heading back to Poutine Fest. I was there earlier, and I think that they might still be open, and somebody there, oh yeah, I only have debit. So we're not heading to Poutine Fest. All right, well, maybe we'll just go back to open night mic and jump on the mic. I don't think they'd be ready to hear what I'd say. So, does anybody on here ever been to Ottawa? Is it a safe city besides all the chaos that's going on now? I know there's a heck of a lot of Ottawa YouTubers. Oh, absolutely. On that note about who just commented about COVID, I have a friend today that was admitted to the hospital. So, absolutely is incredibly severe for some, and some others happen to kick its ass. So, I hope we can all figure out how to kick its ass and not have to live in fear of the cough that might kill you. That was good of you, Joe, to stand in for the convoy. People don't realize that, you know, even if it's not necessarily your movement, the fact of people getting up together and uniting for something is incredibly strong. Yes, thank you, I will. She might even be watching the feed, so there you go. But so she struggled with both of her, well, that's, I guess, her, well, I haven't said her name. So she struggled with her first 2 vaccination shots, had a lot of reactions to the point where the doc said, hey, no 3rd shot for you. And then now she's got the vid, and I guess that's kicking her ass. So hopefully tomorrow I'll hear back and everything's good. Because obviously I don't wish that upon people. I don't wish nothing on them. Friggin' lab-born disease. Titanius, I totally agree with what you said there, I think. There is way more going on than what we know. The propaganda monster feeds us what they want us to believe, and most of us believe it. So, sad but true. Thank you. I hope it helps. Wow, people went against the walk sign.
Right?
Wow. Alright, well, we're thirsty. We're going to kick her down. Sorry about the bumping, guys. We're going to kick her down a little bit. It's probably, 10 o'clock now? Yeah, they're probably shut down. But they had some music going earlier, so hopefully we can grab a beer, listen to some music while you guys argue in the chat room about some crazy stuff. LOL, JK, with some of you. Hopefully Daisy's passed out in the hotel. There must be some finer dance clubs and stuff around here, because they got a lot of people that are dressed up pretty nice. So here's where we managed to capture that bike rally today. That was a lot of fun. Deafening on the ears, and also not too good on the lungs. There was quite a bit of fumes. But other than that, it was great. I don't know if you watched the video, but right before the biker rally, the stormtroopers put on a pony show to try to distract everybody from the rolling thunder. But I think I was one of the first ones to actually hear it. You could hear the rumble in the ground, like the vibrations and the rumbling. There was no mistaking it. So then I spotted them about 2.5 blocks from where everybody was gathering. Managed to get down there and get some good feed. I thought so anyways. And so did a few other people. Well, I'm not hearing any music, so I think they might cut the lights over here at Poutine Fest. So how many of you that are going for a walk with me right now are religious? You guys want to throw a comment on that? Or is that a question you can't ask? And I don't mind, I'm just an ignorant human, so I apologize if that's an offensive question. I was just curious. Joe and Marilyn. Marilyn Spiritual. Okay, all right. I was just curious. One of the reserves I visit on occasion has a couple of the churches, Anglican churches on it, and they're not desecrated in any way, but they sure are covered in dust. Yeah, I really like the word creator versus some of the other descriptive words, because at some point in time, that creator could, what's that word? I don't know. It could surface, and then we will really, obviously, finally acknowledge what that was. Yeah, no, they're all shut down here. We're not getting a beer here, so. Oh, looks like people are finally coming out of the hotels to make some noise. Still probably pretty early for the hill. I bet you they're going to get stuff kicking. Oh, they've done a serious washing of everything here. Power washer. Everything's soaking wet. So yeah, obviously it's going to be closed down. All right, on. So, where does the guy go to get something to drink around here? Yeah, one night, if I would have found that beer, maybe I would have got into a couple stories about my interactions with the creator. I've had a couple in life. Yeah, downtown Ottawa, there is nowhere to find somewhere. I've been told, yeah, obviously skip the dishes, or my hotel suggested Uber if I wanted a late night snack. Well, I guess we're heading back to we're going to keep asking people, though. Maybe if I see somebody with a cooler, they might share. Problem is, I didn't bring any cash. I left that in the room, and I only brought my debit card. That was kind of silly of myself, to be kind. Yeah, there are some people walking back to the hill, so maybe we'll go listen to some more of the open mic night for something to do, because I have nothing to do besides this. So, well, I could watch TV. All right, we better check here. Where are we good to go? Oh, we're good to go that way. Oh, they got money, this car here, so if they hit me, I can upgrade my camera. You know, I've always kidded about that joke where, you know, if a car hits you and you can sue their insurance company, but somebody actually just did that to my dad, who's, you know, obviously a little bit older than me, and he's a senior anyways, and somebody went and rode their e-bike right into the back of his minivan and got themselves a new e-bike. Oh, sweet. Yeah, battery packs come in handy big time. Mine works pretty good, but I need another one, I believe. Depending, we'll see. Oops. Sidewalks here aren't very good. Got all that money spent on the buildings, yet I'm tripping over these sidewalks. Here's the park I took Daisy to today. Finally found somewhere so she could poo on some grass. Hey, let's go check out this monument. It might look sick at night.
I poured some beer down my booty. Matt Sheehan added you back. Matt Sheehan unadded me and then added me back. You're joking. What?
Sorry about that. We've come across some youngsters that are pure intoxicated.
I had a little bit of Fireball and a little bit of tequila and a little bit of beer. I had a little bit of everything, man. I had a little bit of
Probably going to swing by on my morning walk and read this. Your faves, only from like 8 in the morning till 8 at night around here. All right, back to the hill. Actually, you know what? We're gonna try a different route though, because maybe we'll find something that accepts a debit card. Who's gonna go? You're going? All right, I'll go this way. Uh-oh. Better check my back. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, that freaked me out. That cop pulled up beside me, got out of her car. Paulie thought he was in trouble. Or I mean, she was. Uh-oh, maybe I am in trouble. I think we're going this way. You gotta know when to hold them. Yeah, so we avoid these guys as much as we can because we don't trust them, unfortunately, anymore. And she's acting weird. So we're going this way. I know it's probably paranoia, but whatever. Better safe than sorry.
Definitely. Everything is hard. I just go up that way and I should see the bridge now. Get that right.
When I was at the Ambassador Bridge in Windsor, when they were removing that protest, I watched how they trap people with cameras And so yes, I try to avoid them. I try to guess their next steps, watch their movements, figure out where I'm not going to get circled and trapped. It's kind of a game of cat and mouse. And fortunately for me, I've had previous training for this. Nothing like real training, but just a little bit of experience. Let's just put it that way. So let's just avoid them. I'll tell you, paranoia. So as you guys all know, or most of you will know, that I posted a video and asked for a vote on how you guys wanted me to stream this weekend. And and some of you might know, I'm also restoring a house from the year 1900, and literally there's nothing left of it basically. So I was sitting there working on the house. I look out the window. Isn't there a black Escalade, all tinted out, all blacked out, sitting across the street at my neighbor's house? My neighbor has a 6-car driveway with a double-car garage behind his house. So no reason why any of his visitors need to park on the street. And this guy was there for about 7 hours. Now, yeah, I know, paranoia. Obviously, it was just coincidence, but just kind of weird coincidences happen sometimes. See, there you go. Most of us don't. We wait. But
I love that for dogs. But I don't have to.
I tell you what I fear is the Ouija board. I experienced that when I was a kid. Never touch that thing again. Very nasty experience. Oh yeah, they've got all their algorithms for everything you say. As soon as you say the wrong word, all of a sudden all alarm bells go off. But you know what? Just don't say anything that you wouldn't want Trudeau himself to hear, or whoever else your crowd is. Right? That's what it comes down to. So we're back at the National War Memorial. Okay, go ahead. You got my attention. I wouldn't mind trying some mason work. I was saying that the next house I build, I want to try doing brickwork. It's probably going to break my back, but well, that's nice of them to have this all blocked off for us so we could safely walk around and protest. Well, let's go see how much of a gathering we have listening to open mic night here in Ottawa on Parliament Hill. If I could have found those beers, maybe I would have got up there and shot my mouth off, even though I've swore I'm going to try not to do that. Really going to try to keep my opinion to myself and let you form yours. So I apologize for when emotion gets the better of me. Or, you know, alcohol loosens lips, they say, right? I haven't had anything to drink this year, so a very little bit would do the work. Hey guys, I'm gonna go for a walk around here, but because they're playing copyrighted music, I'm gonna mute the mic, so that'll give my throat a break and you guys can just watch and stuff, okay?
after, we split up last night. I'm sure I didn't hear.
Wow, where's the city workers? Holy Toledo. So here are your Saturday night protesters here at Parliament Hill, Metcalf and Wellington. It reminds me of, what did they call that when I was a kid, when you had a street party? I guess it was a street party. But, all the neighborhood kids would come out and families and all go out on the street and dance and have a good time. Wow, holy Toledo, we're really far out there on the comments, eh? This must be Saturday night talk or what? LOL, did we all have a few of those wacky tobackies, or did you guys find where the beer is for sale? Yeah, please do smash that like button. Jay, thank you very much. Oh no, that's my first chore coming this week. I will start working on that, absolutely. And as for the smoking more weed, you can't smoke probably more weed currently, so. But good advice. If it makes you be a little bit more peaceful and love thy neighbor, then do whatever you gotta do. Let's have enough of this nonsense. I think you guys are lucky that I didn't bring a keyboard, because I would open this discussion right up and blow you away with some crazy thoughts on some of the conversation you guys are having in that chat room. Just enjoy your time while you have it, guys. That's all I can say. We have time right now. It's on our favor, so enjoy the time you've got. No, I can't speak my thoughts. I'm on camera. I try to keep my opinion to myself. I don't want to. No, it's. I understand, like, it's for YouTubers right now, pushing the whole freedom movement and pushing this and pushing that agenda is great for your likes and your views and everything. But I just want to try something different for myself. It's not about trying to get YouTube to pay me money. Don't get me wrong, sure, if they shoot me some gas money, I'd love it. But for me, I just want to travel around and see different things that are going on, learn about different things. You know, I've learned some crazy things recently that are going on in Canada that as almost a 50-year-old Canadian, I didn't know were going on, and I want to go see for my own eyes, and fortunately, I'm in a position to bring you with me. So this year we'll be going to downriver from the oil mines, and we're also going to be going Saskatchewan. We're going to find out why people in Canada have a life expectancy of only 48, and why people in Canada have to get water all trucked in to drink. And I find that bewildering. Meanwhile, I don't see any agenda. I'm just a curious guy, and I just don't think it's right. You know, have you guys looked up what our famous Christopher Columbus said when he landed here? What he wrote in his diaries? You guys know what he said when he met the native people? I suggest you go ahead and look it up. I was talking with a native gentleman here today, and I wished him and his tribe all the compensation that they can get. There is a lot of evil in this world. It was actually, so I'm going to tell you guys a quick story about evil, okay? So there's a Facebook group, well, as you probably know, the Rolling Thunder Facebook group. I joined that group, and we got to go mute this. I got to run away from that. That sounds like copyright stuff. There's anyways a Facebook group called Haunted, and it's got a huge member base, and it would be really interesting to go around the country and check out some of the haunted houses. But I'm feeling that I call it is actually trying to get me into the wrong group. So it would love for me to come and visit one of his houses where he is and we'll see. That's where all the chaos was going on last night. And let's head down there and see what's up. Oh no, it's a worldwide problem. It's a human problem. You know, if you guys, whoever else there believes in the Adam and Eve story, then look at Adam. You know, he was greedy. He had to have that darn apple. And greed is just like I said, a festering cancer. That's currently why I'm literally selling every possessive. Like, I have so many possessions, and it's just crazy. And I'm getting rid of them all. It's going to be me and Daisy. My truck's in the shop getting all fully fixed up while we're here in Ottawa. We're going to grab us a nice little trailer, and we're going to go see Canada for the next 6 months. We're hopefully going to put up our house that we've been working on May 24. It's a Tuesday. We're going to throw it up for sale. And then I'm going to become a full-time cameraman for 6 months for a hobby because I find it fun. I like to share this kind of stuff. Different places, different things. Because I like to view it for myself. Uh-oh, did it crack? Uh-oh, good. I hate when I drop my phone. Let's just take a quick look at these buildings, guys. It's funny, well, to sit here listening way down the street from the gathering. So they're down here now. And we just hear, fuck Trudeau, fuck Trudeau. And it's just, can you imagine he was sitting in one of those towers over there listening? Not that he'd give a shit to even care to listen, but it would be just funny. I guess I've been watching too much Game of Thrones. Mason BMO building on Sparks. Okay, so Sparks. Well, tell me, which way would I go? Straight? Because I've heard of the name Sparks. The BMO building, I seen that somewhere. All right, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna cruise down here. I'm gonna turn right. I think I know where the BMO building is. We'll go down there and check that out. Well, then why am I heading there? It's gonna be boring. Let's go down here further then. The only thing that seems to be going on is just that small gathering there. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop the boat. There is a good Irish pub, though. Whoop. And you said it was that way? All right, we'll go. I don't know which way you want me to go. Hold on a sec. Hey, can you guys do me a favor? I'm going to leave the screen here for a second while I go and check. Okay. All right, so we're heading down to Sparks Street. I won't leave the screen. I've been curious to know, though, if I leave, hey, I'm going to leave for like 10 seconds, okay? I want to go and, let's say, check my messages. Let's see. Does it stop streaming? That's what I'm going to ask you guys, okay? Please help me. Does it stop streaming if I go check my messages or something? I think the answer was absolutely yes. So, did it stop there for a couple seconds? I think we're going again now, so sorry about that. I just wanted to test that. Okay, so yeah, it did. All right, so guys, hey, that was my fault. I was just testing something, and I proved it. I will not be leaving the stream while we're streaming. All right, thanks for the feedback. I really appreciate that. We won't do that again. So we're heading down to an Irish pub on Sparks. Yeah, I believe we should be all good now. Oh, crikey. I was starting to salivate. Well, obviously there's places for people that are well-dressed because there's a lot of well-dressed folk out. But I am not well-dressed, guys. I came with casual, comfortable clothing, did a 13-hour drive to get here with the biker rally the other day, so I wasn't thinking of bringing my dress pants and suit and tie. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, well, we'll take a walk around the War Memorial here, see what we see. And just heard some doors close behind me. So, yeah, I've always got my head on the swivel here, especially on this one section where I've been going past. And I'm actually there again. I don't know why I came back. Who's got... Oh, this guy's got a red. Let's go. Don't know why I came back there. Last time I there was 3 gentlemen that were looking at me in a peculiar way. Like, oh, look at that tourist there with a camera. Looks like he might have money. Let's go say hello. So, don't know why we decided to go back there again. We're not looking for trouble. We're just looking. Hello, good morning. Hey, you're welcome very much. I appreciate it. And the rambling part, you know, you do what you do. And if people don't want to hear it, they'll block you and they won't see it. Or they'll just expand their screen or something. There's got to be options. And I'll working on my expertise on this end, so I have some options. But I don't mind it to a degree. When it starts driving people away, it kind of sucks. When it annoys people. So, I'll tell you right now though, when people come on and they've got serious negativity, I would prefer at that time to have a moderator, because that's not what I'm about. And I'm about trying to get people to smile, not the opposite. So sorry about that, just didn't want to get that guy on the camera. I gotta tell you what I did the other day for fun, and it was fun. Yeah, actually the caps help me read it too, because my screen is incredibly small. And I get about 3 seconds to read your message. So I apologize to everybody who thinks I'm ignoring their messages. I'm not. Sometimes I gotta watch where I'm walking, and like I said, I get about 3 to 5 seconds to read a message. That's good. That's good. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that about being a reporter? I'm not a reporter. I'm not a reporter of any kind like that. I'm not sure I read that message right, maybe. I'm just a guy with a camera that wants to share his experiences. Yeah, my iPad broke 3 months ago, and it was an extreme loss. You're absolutely right. You know what? That's a good thought. I appreciate that suggestion again, because it's a lot more, yeah, I like that idea. It's a lot more mobile than my laptop. And I could just kind of look at the messages when I'm sitting down and stuff. The protesters, we left them. They're having open mic night over there, having a bit of a party. Looked like some underage drinking. Some people acting silly. So we just went for a bit of a walk. We'll head back there in a bit. I'm just sitting down right now. The blisters in my feet are starting to appear, so I've got a few footsteps in this weekend. Not near as much when I was here for the Freedom Convoy, but all right, let's carry on. Yeah, we'll head on back to Parliament Hill. We were just at Parliament Hill, so we thought we'd go around, check out some different things. Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate the feedback on that. It's nice to know. I have a feeling a lot of people don't get some of the opportunities that I get, so I'm really looking forward to sharing some of them. I've done a few road trips in Canada and in my life so far, and this is going to be the best year of my life, and I'm going to share it with you guys as much as I can. And it would have been super awesome. I don't know if you guys caught the stream where I was leapfrogging with the bike rally, but that was a really awesome event, and it's super unfortunate that my power inverter failed, so I couldn't run my rear view camera, because that would have been absolutely awesome. Let's see who this guy is. Oh, it's just a guy just on duty. So that ceremony today, I don't know if you guys know, but during the Freedom Convoy, there was concern over people mistreating the national, this is as I understand it, by the way, concern over treating the National War Memorial, mistreating it, disrespecting it, and the police put up a fence to make sure that it would be, I guess, quote unquote, safe. Well, the vets came and took down that fence. Oh, looks like we got cops going hot somewhere. Oh, and they almost ran over that person running across the street. So the vets that took down the fence and took over 24/7 guarding and shoveling around the War Memorial. Well, when D-Day came and the stormtroopers came to make sure everybody was cleared out of here before Family Day, the vets were here, and I don't know if you guys have caught the footage of what happens to you when you go on the other side of the line of the stormtroopers, but basically, in a nutshell, you'll have multiple hands violently throw you to the ground and then put a lot of weight on you, and that's if you were a Good Samaritan or old or crippled. You get the light treatment where your elbows and your knees get incredibly scraped up, and you get to go visit the ambulance afterward in zip ties to make sure you're okay. So that's what happens if you go on the other side of the line when the police force are clearing a road. I've witnessed it a few times now. Doesn't matter who you are. So the vets were here guarding this from, who would ever just, disrespect it. And, well, they got the same treatment everybody else did. Government paid employees threw them to the ground, threw them in twist ties, physically assaulted them, took them to the outside of the city, and then kicked them out of the car and said, "Don't come back." That is how they cleared the streets here in Ottawa when the Freedom Convoy was removed. Even sadder when you're actually here to feel the emotions of it, watching your fellow humans getting their ass kicked. Oh, excuse my French, I was getting emotional there. And I know it's not French, but No, that's fine. There was actually one of those at the ceremony today right behind me. And he tried getting me going. And you know, he got the people going for sure. He was big and loud, and the ceremony was going on, and he protested and he shouted louder than the people on the speakers. But then the police removed him. So that's why we need a moderator for when we get somebody on here that's just talking too loud over everybody else. Then we remove them, because we all want to talk at the same volume. That probably didn't make sense to some, but, or most, maybe. All right, let's head back to the hill. Let's see what kind of momentum has gathered as the alcohol sets in. It is a beautiful monument. There's many of them here. It is a, you know, incredible place to visit when it's in peacetime. When the government lets us. So the bikers dispersed today was the plan after the rally. They were going to be heading out for a country drive on their own, not necessarily together, just with their, you know, select friends or whatever, and then going on about their thing. There was talk about maybe making it a longer of a weekend, but because of the welcoming here, like, you couldn't park downtown. You couldn't drive to your hotel. Most of the bikers, and myself included, we booked rooms, and, you know, we couldn't get our cars to the rooms, to the garages that we already paid our, you know, parking fees. So it was, the welcoming party to the bikers was not good. We shut down the downtown here and had it all blockaded, and made sure that, and how many people did I see today walking these streets with their suitcases to get to their hotels because they couldn't drive? Like, what an inconvenience to all the tourists. I don't really understand the thoughtness behind it. Again, I've been stopped many times today spending my money because things are closed. I asked the people that own the subway, excuse me, can you tell me, is it voluntary that you're closed today? Like, why are you closed when there's so many people here that could give you money? Like, I'd love my subway here. And the answer was, oh, I can't tell you. What do you mean you can't tell me? Like, and then the other one said, I don't know. And I thought to myself, well, what a weird answer. I have no idea if I just walked in front of all those cars or not. I don't think so. I hope not. That wasn't the plan anyway, so. But anyways, I don't. So if you guys can help me understand that, that would be all right, because well, we are just all ignorant humans, so. And for those of you who think you're not, those are the dangerous ones. Oh, I'll tell you right now, the only, I went up to, so somebody just made a comment about it makes the people of Ottawa seem unhospitable. So as I've been walking around today, I try to consider myself a pretty friendly guy. I would actually approach people and say, excuse me, are you local? And then they would say no, and I'd say, oh good, so you'll talk to me then. So there's to go for that person that made that comment. The locals, yes, they've got masks and they won't talk to you. Well, come on down and shoot the crap with me then. But I'm just telling you my experience that today I've been snubbed so many times. But I guess, yeah, I'm a dude with a hoodie with a purple and pink phone, so maybe that's why they're doing it. But I've ran into probably 5 or 6 people today that, you know, I asked just a simple question like, you know, do you know where Slater Street is, or do you know where this is? Excuse me, could you please help me? And yeah, I got like the visitors, the ones with the bags, or the biker clothes, they would, or the freedom people with the ones with the flags, they'll all help you immediately. Stop what they're doing and help. So I do appreciate the few of you that are on the stream that are from Ottawa here. I would appreciate you to come downtown and tell the snubs that are snobbing us all to maybe just relax a little bit. Like, these people have got an opportunity to say their opinion, right? And I don't see they're hurting anything. You know, obviously when they block the streets with vehicles, you know, it's illegal in Canada to do that. If they started doing it in my town, you know, if people just decided to park their cars everywhere, that would be chaos. So you can't just park your cars everywhere. But to come out and let your government know that they're pissing you off and they're not doing a good job, I'll tell you right now, I bet you every single person on here, one way or another, is paying their taxes. So if you really wanted to tell the government we're done, then you fire them and you stop. Oh, I'm not saying that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop the speech. But anyways, there are ways, like, obviously, to tell the government you're upset. And one of them is to come out here and throw a Saturday night party on the street. Hey guys, that actually reminds me that someone just said, yeah, go ahead and withhold your taxes. So do you know what happens if you withhold your property taxes? Well, every Friday morning at about 8 a.m., you can find out on Ontario Gazette. It is where the government advertised their sales of tax arrears. So tax arrears sales from the government come out every Friday morning. Did you guys know that? That's right. They will sell your house. And you know what they can do? They're the only ones that can sell your house for what you owe them, not for what it's worth. So I'll give you an example. Just on last Friday, right in my municipality, a $1 million land tax assessment property came up for bid. The minimum bid is $30,000. $30,000 for almost a 100-acre property in southern Ontario. Did you guys hear what I just said? So I was actually thinking about streaming that on Fridays once I get done this house build, because I don't think too many Canadians know that every week our houses are going up for sale for pennies. So there's another property, about a 2-acre property in my municipality with a house. It's all run down and boarded up. And that's minimum bid $8,000. That's right, it is criminal. They actually stopped the banks from doing it. The banks used to be able to do the same thing, but the government decided that wasn't good for the economy because it was making people poor. But unfortunately, when you owe the government money, well, then that's not the relative part. It's only getting the money that you owe them and getting a new tenant in there so they can start paying their taxes. That's right, I called them tenants. You are not homeowners, you are tenants to the crown. Okay, wow, I must be intoxicated. I'm giving too much reality. So there you guys go. We're here on Metcalf and Wellington. And there's some freedom protesters hanging out. Looks like there was some dancing earlier. We're not getting too close because, you know, they've got some music rocking, and we don't want to get any copyright on us. Doesn't sound good. It is an excellent opportunity. That's why I'm going to be liquefying all my assets and going to be... So 2 years ago, I bought what I thought was Ontario's cheapest property. I bought a 1,150 square foot home on a half acre of land with a pond, and a huge pond, 100 foot long. And I bought that for $73,000 in southern Ontario. So if you guys know the market at all, then $73,000 for a single detached home in southern Ontario is a phenomenal price. All right, they were asking $99,900. I talked them down to $73,000. my opening bid was $25,000. But anyways, I got the house and now I've pretty much fixed it, and I'm going to sell it in about, I'm hoping for May 24 is my date. We're going to get that sold. We're going to get everything else sold. We're going to keep all our tools, throw them into storage because tools come in handy. And then that's it. We're going on a road trip, 6 months. We're going to enjoy the summer. We're going to check out Canada. We're going to share it with you. And we're going to look at some of our problems going across Canada. Hopefully you guys will share around for some of that. Sorry for the quick speech. Wanted to spit it all out. All right, well, they're not playing music, so let's go get closer and check out what's going on. And when they start rocking and rolling some AC/DC or something, guys, unfortunately, I can't share that with you unless I start paying AC/DC, I guess. And I'm just not willing to do that because I can't afford to do that. So we'll have to mute the mic, which might be a good thing because I'm getting a little bit loose on the lips.
Then if I got like 50 less that's just a driver's itself.
So stay tuned. Once I'm done this house, we're going to have Ontario Gazette. OntarioGazette.ca, I think it is, guys, if you want to check out that website. It's a little tricky to steer through, so, you know, but just go into the table of contents and look for the tax arrears, sales by tax arrears, and find out where you can potentially buy yourself a super cheap property. Obviously, you got to look into all there are risks. There are big risks, actually. Number one, the Crown does not provide vacant possession. Oh, sorry guys, we're falling down.
And let's fall, salute. Guys, let's go.
Well, we got some violence in here, eh? See, that kind of stuff I would actually moderate out. I don't need any of that violent stuff in my life. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers aren't going to want that in theirs either. So we will work on a moderator so we can remove kind of like just nasty kind of stuff. We want more smiles on this channel. Let's save some of that hate stuff for some of the other channels that, you know, are thriving on that. No, there's no, yeah, I'll take a hug. I've had a few hugs today, actually. When was the last time you hugged a stranger? It feels great. There's nothing feeling better when you put your heart next to somebody else's, especially when you don't even know them. So try it sometime. Maybe you'll be less violent. Yeah, right on, man. I'm going to start rocking that Gazette channel because it's really an interesting thing and nobody knows about it, and we really got to get it out there. I'll give you an example. The property beside my property, this is how I learned about this, and I've been in the real estate game for almost 20 years. I learned about it 2 years ago when I bought my property here in the app in Ontario, my fixer-upper. And the vacant land beside me was purchased by a billionaire, and guess where? That's right, China. And he bought it through almost about 2 acre property, who owns most of the pond. I only own a portion of the pond. And he bought that for $20,000. He's owned it for 3 years and he just put it up for sale about 2 months ago. And I've also noticed a few other properties of foreign investors are going up for sale as well. So the fact that foreign investors buy up our property from our government for dirt cheap and then sell it back to us for tenfold is something that we got to get out there to make sure that we get the opportunity to buy these properties. And don't get me wrong, like I just told you, you have to obviously do your own due diligence. There's a lot of risk in any kind of purchases. But I looked at a property just about an hour from Ottawa here. Came up for auction, or sorry, not auction. Came up for bid for tender about what was that? About 6 weeks ago. And it was an acre and a half, and the minimum bid was $8,000. Okay. Now, I don't know, I didn't watch the actual public opening of the tenders, so I don't know how much that property ended up selling for, but highest bidder gets it. It's a blind bid. You throw your bid in, and if it's yours, it's yours. It's the Ontario Gazette. I think it's ontariogazette.ca. It's where the government lets you know all their going on. It's all kinds of reading in there of all kinds of Parliament junk. I don't get into any of that, but I get into with the tax arrears sales and the sheriff sales. Those are what catch my attention. That's also if the sheriff seizes your house for some reason. That's also where they'll put it up for tender. Yeah, and that's why each, so for someone who just said that falls under Ontario's act, you're right. And that's why you can find a gazette in each province. There's one in the Yukon, there's one for British Columbia. Those are I've looked at both of those, that's why I'm just mentioning them. I'm sure every province has a way for its government to post out to its minions. I mean, it's people. What's going on in their government for the whole theater show. I think the freedom fighters are resting. We have some out here that still have energy this late at night, but a lot of the freedom fighters maybe are older. What is the Centennial Flame, and where is it supposed to be burning? Oh yes, the government's had us since civilization started. Whoever just mentioned about taxes, yes, and yeah, we're not going to go deep on that topic. But it is important for us all to know that, like I said, if there isn't an opportunity for us to be the owners of property here in Canada, then we should be buying it, because prices of properties are skyrocketing. People can't even afford to buy a house anymore, and yet people are buying them for pennies on the dollar. So, and then the worst part is, let's just imagine somebody, for an example, had no family and passed away in a foreign country, or for some reason, I don't know why people stop paying their property tax, but I'm sure there are reasons that don't make them deserve to lose all that equity they were sitting on. Why do they deserve to lose that because they stopped paying their taxes? No, they should have to sell that property. Well, should I be saying this? Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Because if I say this and it ends up happening and we don't get a chance for cheap properties anymore, but I'm confused. So anyways, guys, we're taking a walk down Wellington Street. I'm going to check out the big clock here. What do we got? 5 after 11. So for some of you, might be interested. You see that crane there? I am a mobile crane apprentice. So I used to drive around behind a crane and support them delivering their weights. But I could go and switch to a tower crane if I wanted to, but you actually have to climb all the way up that tower. And yes, you have a bucket up there that you pee and poo in, and you can lower it down with the crane to the guys on the ground. So in case you're curious about crane work, and you have to get ready to fly around in the wind too, because they're pretty breezy up there. What? Did somebody real justice? Wow, would you try that comment again? Because I would like to prove you wrong. Go to Ontario Gazette, please. Whoever just thought that you cannot lose your houses for stop paying your taxes, sir. The Crown will take your house right quick. It takes 2 years is the process for you guys that would like to know a little bit more about that. If you would like to stop paying your property tax and fire your government, what will happen is in 2 years from now, they are going to sell your property. They are not going to evict you. That is not their problem. The eviction is not their business. But they are going to sell your property to somebody else that will pay their land taxes. And they're going to have to take care of the problem of evicting you. So we will have to definitely going to get this on YouTube so more people are aware of what happens when you stop paying your taxes. And we're not too worried about that part. We're more aware of the part that houses are going to cheap and they're going to foreigners and they're selling them back to us at 10 times the value. Okay, I got a problem with that. I'd appreciate that because obviously I'm looking to purchase one of these properties. So if you're a real estate lawyer, then that would be fantastic to get your opinion on a few things. And if you're not, then sorry, I've been getting your lawyer information, your law information. Yeah, we've got a few people out there doing some yelling. So what do you guys think about these buildings at nighttime, how they're all lit up? They're pretty remarkable architecture, eh? You know, it is pretty breathtaking. Was repealed years ago. Well, has he gone to the website yet? It's right there ready. They post them every Friday morning, 8 a.m. Guys, there's a couple other websites that you can go to that want your money for the information. But listen, guys, if you need to learn how to, you don't need to pay those websites. You can just go to OntarioGazette.ca. Oh, perfect. I appreciate that. So maybe we can, when we start streaming the tax arrear sales on Fridays, then maybe we and you, my expert, I can't catch your name, it's going too fast, sorry, can stream together and educate people on what's going on. That'll be awesome. So I'm going to go through the experience of purchasing one of these tax arrear sales, and I'll share that with you guys. Once we get the money available to us. Good evening, guys. Thanks for going for a tour.
What's your name?
Paul, for Canadian Free Living.
Oh, that's a pleasure.
Cheers, man. Have a good night.
Love what you're doing, man.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Cheers, you too. Watch your step, man. These sidewalks suck. We can spend the money on the buildings, but not the sidewalk.
Maybe my broken truck window too.
So Well, we know what's that way. We got a bunch of yelling people. This way looks pretty quiet. Any nice looking buildings down this way, guys? Anybody that's familiar with the area? Yeah, everybody that's watching the stream, if anybody's getting annoying, then just go ahead and use those 3 little buttons, I think, to the right of their name and just block them. And then that way you don't have to be troubled by any of their comments. Well, obviously, I think let's go this way. We haven't been this way yet today. Sorry. Yeah, they sure were. They were all closed down and wouldn't tell me why they were closed down. I was dying to go to Subway and to Tim Hortons, and yeah, the business were impacted. I have no idea why. I don't know who told them to close. And I bet you they were actually reimbursed. I don't know. I don't understand why everything was closed today. I don't understand why I had to, sneak through a parking lot to get through the checkpoints. Like, guys, I'm in Canada. Do you know how many times I've gone through checkpoints now? Right? And had to sneak through checkpoints? More than once. And here I am in Ottawa sneaking through checkpoints because they won't let me through for one reason or another. And so how I got in the other day, I called my hotel. I said, hey, listen, how do I get through? They won't let any vehicles through. It's all blockaded. Hotel said, sorry, we don't know how to tell you. Just park somewhere and cancel your parking and walk here like other people are doing. Carry your suitcases. Well, that was one option. But I circled the restriction zone, and I finally found on the sister street a parking lot that had a fence all the way around it, but both gates were open on either side, so I could get over to Slater from the street running parallel to it. So I jumped through that parking lot, and boom, I was on Slater and got to my hotel. It was crazy. Like, checkpoints. So and it actually worked out for the better because I went and gave quite a bit of money to, one of the food trucks at Poutine Fest. And, that was a lot better than giving it to the typical restaurant, I guess, anyways. Supporting small business is important, guys, so if you get a chance to do so, I'd appreciate it. Another thing I'd appreciate is you smashing that like button if you haven't already, and thank you to all of those of you that have. Apparently, the more like buttons we get, Google will start sharing some of my feeds more with other people, so appreciate you smashing that button. Let's go back down to the other end. We'll check out some more of them statues. Right wing, left wing. I think I am so out of wing. Guys, there's so many more important things to focus on. Go find someone to hug and love. Enjoy your life. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Getting too much information and knowing what's going on in a crazy society. Sometimes you're just better off knowing what's going on in your own family and sharing more moments with them. Yeah, sorry, I get emotional. Sometimes all this crazy emotion in these places. Must be the buildings. It's about 10 degrees. What a really warm evening. Well, I guess it's night now. Let's do a clock check.
BKB board, baby.
Sorry guys, I was just checking out somebody's mobility. What time we got up there? I gotta really squint to see that thing. Uh-oh, low battery. We're gonna see if I messed up and didn't bring my charging cable. Let's get back down over here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Away from this gentleman with so much energy.
It's the fun machine!
I don't know where everybody went to. How far down the street I got.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
There you guys, we'll cross the street and give you a view of the vocals.
Last chance. It's the last chance for a fucking democracy.
He's pretty passionate about his democracy. I tell you, sorry about the quick spin around, guys. No, I don't think that's what's going on. I think that's the effects of alcohol. It's an unfortunate side effect. I've witnessed it I've had a couple people close to me that have fallen due to alcohol. Not fallen, but just fallen into the addiction. And I've seen alcohol before, and I'm pretty sure, I'd bet you that's some alcohol mixed with maybe some cocaine or something. It does seem to be pretty jacked up. But you know what? Freedom and democracy is a pretty strong topic. So yeah, I think we could all agree too much something. Too much adrenaline. Well, it looks like everybody's moved on to somewhere. Did they let him back up there for a fire? No. Oh yeah, there you go. I think he's carrying a case of beer. So there's the answer to that one. Oh no, that's not a case of beer. Oh yeah, it is a 6-pack. So guys, we're on Metcalf and Wellington Street. We're just going for a little walk. We're going to try to figure out how to rest this somewhere for a second while we check to see if we've brought our charging cable for the phone. I didn't expect to be out so late, but you guys have been entertaining me, and let's see what we got for a charging cable. Okay, hold on. This might mess up, but I'm gonna try it because oops, sorry. I didn't bring my tripod, so I'm having troubles resting this while I go into my bag here. Oh, it won't do this, so that's not going to work. Let's just do it one-handed. Roger that. So we're just hanging out with Terry here while we searching our backpack. I feel like Dora the Explorer with my backpack here and see if I can find my charging cable for my phone. If not, I guess if you guys start smashing that like button, if I'm missing my charging cable, I'll go grab it and we'll come back out again. But if not, I guess I can just call it quits and go to bed. All right, too many pockets in this thing. that's it. I think we're heading back to the hotel to get a charging cable. Don't get to, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, guess what? We're good. We have got the charging cable. So we're just holding up here at Metcalf and Wellington on our hike. We're working on jiggling our wires apart here so we can grab our phone wire. Hanging out with Terry Fox here, borrowing his statue for a second. I hope it's all with respect, Terry. You're awesome. We appreciate your service and the love that came from what you did throughout the country. And we need more of you. Sorry to lose you. Just bear with me, guys, while we're getting my charging cables hooked up here. Just hanging out on the intersection of Metcalf and Wellington. Paul from Canadian Free Living, appreciating you guys smashing that like button. Subbing if you didn't already. Smash that subscribe button. We're got a lot of things good planned for this channel going forward, and I really want to share them with you. We're gonna work on getting a moderator so everyone can be friendly in the chat room to a certain degree. I'm open to everybody, you know, this free speech and everything, but we're not gonna get violent on wish people dead and all kinds of crap like that. That's just not my thing, guys. Sorry about that. Find somebody else that's into that. So we've almost got stuff plugged back in here. Gimbal still looks well powered, so just the iPhone that's all right. So bear with me for a sec, guys. We might lose feed for a second, or we might not if I do it fast enough. So maybe I don't even have to undo that. Actually, I'll use Terry. Oh no, that ain't working. All right, so. Sorry about just getting my batteries hooked up, guys. Just give me a second. Everyone. And just so everyone knows, so there's no surprises, I don't have it set so all these messages will still be here once this feed goes public. And someone was asking me that before, and yeah. All right, actually we're gonna do this. Hold on, guys, I got a plan. I gotta put you down for a second. Oh, wrong way. Sorry guys, just putting you down while I hook up my charging cable. The phone's dying. Bear with me a second. Didn't plan on streaming so long, so I'm trying to sit my phone on a ledge here. There we go. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate your foot, buddy. Came in handy again. We are sending power to the telephone. Let's get this backpack back on, get the phone back on the gimbal, and get hiking. All right. We're back. Okay, we're gonna throw the backpack on the back. Well, no, first we gotta check the zippers to triple check they're closed, because we don't trust anybody. We've got the phone hooked up so the battery won't die. All right, let's carry on the hike. Sorry about the interruption, guys. I didn't plan on going for such a long hike. And I think we've got you hooked up to battery power now, so we should be good to go. Looks everyone's cleared out here, so we're going to go down here a little bit more down on Wellington Street and check out some of the buildings here at nighttime. The lights and the statues are beautiful. It's a really nice evening. Temperature's good. I think it's about 10 degrees right now. I'm not 100% sure. It's getting a little bit chillier, but... So we're on the intersection of Metcalf and Wellington right now. Just going for a hike, getting you guys some nighttime footage of what the hill here looks like, and also getting it for myself. Someone who's asking who's Canadian? Is Canadian Rambo here? Is that what you're saying? All right, well, why don't we go check out if anything's going on here down on near Rideau, and we'll check out the scenery. Hopefully some of you were able to come do the Poutine Fest here in Ottawa. It looked pretty good. Support the small businesses and do so in your neighborhoods when you can. I'm really blessed with the opportunity to be able to, throw my tools down when I choose and pick up my gear and go for a drive and get to feel the different emotions and experience the different things at different of these events, such as the Rolling Thunder and the Freedom Convoys and the Poutine Fest and this, that, and the other. Also really thankful that I get to share them with you, because it wasn't till a couple months ago that I even get to come down here and check out these buildings. And quite frankly, like I said earlier, the architecture is, you can't help but be in awe.
Freedom.
And there's, we lost that. Sorry, guys. Where's that camera? Battery cable needs to be a bit longer. I appreciate you bearing with me while I learn how to provide you good content and give you good feeds. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate that, and if I pronounced it wrong, it's because my eyes are blurry on this little camera that I'm looking at, so... But I do appreciate the support. Oh, really? Good stat. Huh, cool. Neat. Yeah, I had some wicked Mediterranean food. I had a lamb donair and a vegetarian donair, and I got Daisy a bunch of chicken to give her a little bit of a treat. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I appreciate being able to get people to do some smiling, and I hope on my channel I can create thousands of smiles compared to what I normally do and just in life. So when I was a kid, I was the class clown, and I ran into an old friend just a few weeks ago, and he said, "Hey, listen, how come you don't do more of your, making people laugh stuff?" And, well, I'm just trying to show you guys stuff, not necessarily trying to, I don't know, because I'm not that funny. We'll see. We'll find out if I loosen up a little bit. But I think you guys definitely had some interest in me sharing my information on every Friday morning, what I do when I go and look at the tax arrears sales to see, well, should I word it this way? What the heck. This is the way I word it with my family who I talk to this about. It's where basically the government steal our properties from us and then sell it to other people when we stop paying our rent. So that's right, I call it rent too. You know, your property tax that you pay for that home that you own, I call it's actually rent, not property tax. They like it property tax better than rent, but in reality, they're your landlord, and they've got some incredible power if you stop paying their rent. No Landlord and Tenants Act's going to save you when they come a-knocking. I'm telling you that right now, guys. But yeah, usually Fridays I'm busy with obviously getting this restoration done. Right now, for any of you that's seen any of those parts of my vids, I've got a pretty expensive piece of rental equipment at the property, so I've got to really focus on that starting Monday, and got to get that done I want to put up that for sale sign May 24, and get her sold 7 days later, and hopefully have a closing of 14 days later. So that's my plan. So I'm available on my camera full time, floating around Canada. We're going to go shopping for a nice little trailer, probably down in Niagara Falls. There's a lot there that has a lot of, couples trailers. And the reason I'm looking for a couples trailer is they have enough room for a queen mattress in there. And I really love my queen mattress. So yeah, so there's a little bit what we're planning on doing this season on the channel. And if I got too loose on the lips tonight, I apologize. I took some good herbal medicine in the edible form from the native reserve near my house. It really helps with the aches and pains I have. I have chronic plantar fasciitis. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but if you did, you would know that what I'm doing is incredibly hard on my feet. So here we are back at the National War Memorial. We are here today. Looks a little bit different tonight. Yeah, well, I've had it for 15 years. Well, I could be sitting at home whining. I've been at times where I'd come home from work and I couldn't even stand to do my dishes. So I would actually have to bring a chair into my kitchen and sit to do dishes because my feet were in so much pain on my luncheon breaks and other breaks, so I'd have to put ice on my feet So I gave up that job. It had too much standing in one spot on concrete. But this is okay because we keep moving. You notice I'm not sitting around standing in one spot? That's how we do her. So we're going to just kind of swing you this way so we don't interfere on these guys' space. And let's go and check out this monument over here. It's incredible. Well, ambulance. Hopefully nobody's injured too severely. Sorry about the nose effects. Please turn that down a little bit there. I'm sure somebody will need his help, so he's got to get going. Hey, I got a question for some of you that are in the chat room that are feeling like chatting. What is your feelings on roundabouts versus intersection with streetlights? So I'm just curious because streetlights drive me insane coming from a town full of roundabouts. Oh wow, right in front of a light, eh? That wasn't very bright. It's blinding me. I'm gonna try something here, sorry. Well, I tell you why I brought it up. I've lived in Cambridge, basically in Ontario, Cambridge, Ontario, my whole life. And they have one road basically goes through all three towns in Cambridge called Franklin. And about 5 years ago, they started switching all the lights to roundabouts on Franklin. I think they've added, don't quote me on this, but maybe about 11 of them. Maybe even more. And now when you go from one end of town to the other, you never have to stop hardly ever. Have you ever been to a traffic light and you got to sit there for no reason at a red light, idling, waiting, wasting your time with it, which is precious? No, I'm a roundabout guy. I like to keep moving. I like to keep going. And let's keep her on the move. Oh, we got another one from Cambridge. Awesome. Cambridge is a great town. But, yeah, roundabouts are where it's at. Please don't stop me. I got places to go. I cannot stand. They've put a new one right. So now London is the worst. Do not try to drive around in London, Ontario. I cannot stand it. I'm telling you, if whoever works in that division there, the traffic division in London's watching this stream, I am asking for your resignation. Your city is one of the absolute worst that I've driven in, and I'm a road tripper. I've been around the block. More than some, less than others. But, we got a fireworks show? Can't see it. Hey, let's go walk over that way. Somebody's shooting off fireworks. I can't see it from where I am, but I can certainly hear it. Well, it's getting cooler out, that's for sure. Don't know what the temperature is right now, but yeah, roundabouts are awesome. That's all I got to say on roundabouts, guys. Check out Cambridge, check out Franklin, go from one end of town to the other. Do not get stopped hardly ever, and then tell me what you think about roundabouts. Versus I try to drive to my mom's house, which in the morning at 4 a.m. if I get all green lights, it's a 20-minute drive, 25-minute drive. If I do that with one time I counted 15 times I got stopped on the way to my mom's house. And most of those stops, there was nobody even coming the other way. And here I am stopped idling my engine. Meanwhile, they're saying there's a climate problem. We're going to have to start paying carbon tax soon. So if you think the poor are going to cop the bill for the rich flying around in their jets with carbon tax when we're not the big polluters, well, that's going to be me. That'll be me over there in the protest instead of over here on the cameraman, because I've got an idea for the day that I find out that we're going to start carbon taxing the poor, guys. We're going to be shooting a live film at the end of the runway in Pearson, Toronto. And I'm going to know the facts of how much pollution comes out of each jetliner. And we are going to try to look at the jetliner that's flying right now and estimate the thousands of cars that are the equivalent of that one plane going for a ride. So, yeah, don't start your carbon tax here, sir. Don't start with the poor. That will be a problem. Sorry to get political on you guys. Oh, we're not even hooked on. That's not good. That's why it's been shaking. All right, sorry about that. Well, listen, roundabouts, they stop pollution. They slow down pollution. They reduce light pollution. They reduce idling pollution. It's been proven that less pedestrians get hit in roundabouts. There was a place in Waterloo that's been having so many students getting hit at this one intersection. They switched it to a roundabout. The reduction, I can't give you the facts because I don't know them, but the reduction's been dramatic since they put in the roundabout. Oh, and then you look at what the rich are doing now. You can fly. Look how much. I can't find the facts. I kind of looked for them for a quick second, but maybe someone else knows them. Imagine what we're going to fly up this jet rocket with passengers in that are paying millions of dollars for a ride. And then the jet's going to take off of the plane. It's going to fly into space so people can enjoy a few seconds of space and then come back down to Earth. How much carbon tax are they going to pay on that flight? Don't come after me for carbon tax. You want my carbon tax? Well, you hit the rich first. Then you can. Then I'm willing to pay. I'll pay my carbon tax. I understand carbon could be a bad, well, it's not could be, it's a bad polluter. But no, Elon says you just can't do that. Not with our technology. We need the creator to give us theirs, but they won't give it to us because all we do is kill. Oh, there I go speaking too much. Loose lips. Yeah, isn't that the truth? And you know another thing that's European as well? Boiler systems. Boiler systems for heating your house. An incredibly efficient way to heat your home. But for some reason here, mentioned boiler system. What? No, that's not good. You got to get your natural gas forced air so then you can, I don't know, I guess have your central air hooked up to it. We've got all those luxuries these days, right? I'm not walking around too quickly, guys. I apologize for that because my battery cable's hooked up now and the gimbal's fighting with the battery cable. So when I walk around, it looks like it's shaking too much. So we're just taking it easy, taking a light tour, seeing what the night's lights here in Ottawa. It's definitely not popping, you know. But then again, I guess I don't know where the clubs are. Well, I know where one of them is. Let's go check it out again. The one where we spotted that wicked car earlier. That must be where all the nice dresses and suits are going to have a drink tonight. This is also the hotel that houses a lot of the police force when the shit's hitting the fan here. Or sorry, fizzy hitting the shizzy, or some other kind of politically correct way to put it. I'm just gonna pause for a second, soak it in. A diamond, oh, that's interesting. Similar to a roundabout, but just fancier. So for anybody that don't know, my name's Paul. I'm your cameraman this evening. I'm always going to be the cameraman, I think, on this channel. And Canadian Free Living. Just touring around, checking stuff out, different things that are of interest. So far tonight's definitely pretty quiet. Nothing like last night's walk around or today's. Nice to meet you too, Alice. Thanks, James. No, I'm a little slow on the Twitter and the Facebook. Oh, Pat. Oh, you're talking to Pat. Sorry about that. I'm not on those either. Thanks for asking. Well, I want to go back and see if there is any more yelling going on at the hill. Like, I think they're pretty much dispersed. We'll go down here and get an angle of the intersection that was chaos last night. I don't know if you guys seen, I also got a video today of all the tow trucks that are eagerly sitting by waiting to get your cash. Oh, we got greens and I'm in the wrong spot, the wrong time, so we're gonna kick her down a little bit. Oh.
Get him!
Hey, you're welcome so much from Alberta. Thank you very much for the shout out. And I probably shouldn't read messages while crossing the intersection here, as that gentleman pointed out. So an interesting fact, people here in Ottawa wait for that little hand to tell you when to cross the street. See, look, they're all over there waiting. Let's watch, just for fun. See, this is new to me. I'm from Cambridge, population, I don't know, I forget, under a few 100,000. London, same thing. And I've always used my eyes and my brain to tell me. We've got 3 that have stayed, 1 that's gone. Now it's, I guess, the hand switch now. Oh no, the one triggered the rest, I guess. Oh no, they're good to walk now. That's what happened. So I don't know. It's just kind of an interesting thing. I've always thought that hand in the walk thing is suggestive. And I've never had any kind of law enforcement tell me different. Hello, Saskatoon. Hello, Jeff and Grace, if my eyes worked well there. I gotta zoom in with the eyes on this little screen. 140,000, that's it? Wow, I thought it was a little bit more than that. You get a ticket every time? Really? Oh boy, because I actually visited Edmonton a few years ago on a road trip, and I certainly went for a walk, and yeah, fortunately I didn't get caught. That's just funny. I have to wait for the sign to tell me. Where's the handbook on that so I can learn the proper procedure? I don't know. Sorry guys, but that makes me laugh. Yeah, it's absolutely near Kitchener. It's just on the other side of the 401. You're welcome, bye. Thanks for the shout out, Jeff. Or Grace. I want to do a live stream probably next weekend when I go for my walk. I was thinking, hey, let's do a quick thing. I was going to go either to, have you guys done Lakeshore Boulevard in Toronto for a walk? That's a pretty nice walk. Or I need to go back to the falls. I have something to check out there as well. Like I said, I want to go check out some trailers for my road trip this summer. Anybody else done a 14,000 kilometer road trip? Got any tips besides a good cushion for my arse? Sketch? It's all right. What do you mean sketch? What does that mean? Maybe I should ask. Because yeah, I shot a pretty good vid when I'm down at the falls for when I went for a walk, but unfortunately, one thing I don't like about there is they have so much copyrighted music playing at all the different, museums that it's so hard to stream and have the mic on. I guess you can always here I'm waiting. Check it out. The thing was saying walk, and I'm waiting. I'll wait until it says don't walk. Oh, jeez. That's funny. And I didn't do that intentionally. It's just because I was looking around. But like I said, I look forward to the time that I get educated on, because I'll look for that in the rule book. But for now, like I said, it's suggestive. So yeah, there's obviously a lot of ladies here that are dressed up, so there's somewhere to hang out here. But me being a crazy tourist with his camera walking around has no idea where to go. That's some pretty good handiwork over there, that's for sure. Don't know why my cement jobs never look that good. Well, hopefully they're all LEDs in there. Well, I just guess we're gonna keep walking up and down Wellington Street until you guys get bored, or what? What are your thoughts? Because there's not too many people out here anymore. Let's take another look at the Parliament buildings anyways, because they're pretty spectacular. Maybe not what goes on in them. Obviously, we can all agree on that. Well, I found some rich cars up here last time. So let's go, this is where that nice Porsche was, so let's go check that out again. Oh yeah, there it is. I'll show you a nice car. I would take it for a joyride. Maybe this isn't even the right one. And maybe this guy's gonna kick me out or not, I don't know. But he probably doesn't even know who I am. But so we're gonna just go, hopefully that license plate isn't getting played. Hey guys, did you guys see that license plate? So I know never to do that again. But anyways, there's a nice Porsche. Good evening, sir. Oh yeah, this is the money building for sure. And this is where all the cops are when the shit hits a fizzy. Get a view over the river here, the canal. And here's where their parking is. This was the hotel I almost stayed at. But right in their rules says you can't leave the dog in the room. So by itself. And although in a lot of cases I agree. But Daisy, we brought her bed from home. So she's got all those natural smells. And I've made her extremely exhausted. And I've given her a bone to chew. And trust me, when you give her a bone to chew, that's it. She's gone. She's good. So a little view of the canal and the river over there. And some lights. Oh yeah, real justice, you're probably absolutely correct. Living the high life. They were $250, not including parking or pet fee for this weekend. So for whoever was mentioning about the price, because on Expedia, that's how much my choice was here. The last time when we did the convoy here, we slept in my pickup truck at Walmart parking lot, but that was pretty hard on Daisy and I. So this time we decided to grab a room. Plus we have to get rested because this week we have an incredibly hard week of work to get the house up for sale. So let's keep getting some more exercise, guys. Keep the hike going. I have a Rottweiler, a German Rottweiler. She's 90 pounds and 9 years old. I got her from a couple that couldn't handle her at 3 months old, and she was covered in feces, and she's a beautiful dog, and I've loved her ever since. And she's been a road tripper with me from day one. She loved it when she jumped in my vehicle and came home with me, and she's been road tripping ever since. And she's spoiled, so people tell me. I have stairs for her so she can get in and out of the car easier, because she had a knee injury when she was 2. when another dog she was playing with it sideswiped her. And so she doesn't get in and out of cars too well. Starts making her limp, so we got little stairs for her we got to put out every time now. We don't have to. She can get in and out, but it's good for her, so. And sorry about the occasional, the sidewalk here is pathetic compared to the buildings. Like, let me check this guys out. You've seen all the buildings, but then look what I've got to watch out for everywhere where I'm walking. All kinds of these holes and, you know, steps, like, you know, little things that clip your toes. Yeah, we see where to spend the money, eh? We know what's important, don't we? We've got it figured out. We got all the cranes over there getting all the construction going. Where's the concrete guys fixing the sidewalks here so people can not trip while they're walking with their phones, not paying attention? Right?
Non, qu'il n'a pas eu ma casquette. Comme c'est
Je parle anglais, tabarnak. Canadian free living. Sorry, guys. Just had to practice my French. LOL. Which is very poor. My French is very poor. Unfortunately, when you come here. Looks pretty at night. Yeah, Quebecois is definitely different than France. That's pretty cool. We've almost had a little over a 2-hour walk tonight. And I almost thought about staying in bed, and I would have got to miss this and sharing it with all you. So everybody, Paul from Canadian Free Living. Hopefully you're enjoying the nighttime walk here in Ottawa. Conversation's pleasant in the chat room, and we're just going for a tour. For anybody who hasn't smashed that like button, I certainly appreciate that you do. And for everybody that did, I thank you very much. Apparently Google will start sharing my channel more with other people. So this is good. And I'm also told that if I get enough of you that like the content, then YouTube can maybe start paying for some of my gas money while we go on this trip this summer. It's not a necessity. I don't care if that happens or not. The important thing is that I get more smiles than I would have, you know, just cheering people up. This is a crazy time we're going through, and we need to focus on the things that we should be focused on, like I mentioned earlier. We're not going to break down in any prayers and hymns, but just enjoy your days as you got them, folks. Enjoy your days as you got them. So my 14,000 kilometer road trip is going to cost me how much in fuel again? Oh, I've got it written down at home. An incredible cost in fuel. So someone brought up that the cost of fuel and the carbon potentially of the carbon for my road trip. So that one road trip is the equivalent. I don't know the math exactly. So Mr. Real Property Genius there, maybe can jump out the calculator, but it's probably about a minute or two of a 747, maybe a minute. I don't even know if it's a minute of flying for that aircraft. So yeah, I understand. I hear you. If I could afford to drive an electric vehicle to the North Pole, I would. But unfortunately, I'll be taking my truck that just got everything fixed and ready to go. And I'm stoked. So for those of you who don't know, when the plague hit there, what was that, 2020? I basically closed up shop and bought myself basically the worst, most rundown, destined to get torn down house in Ontario. And 2x4 by 2x4, I've almost replaced it to new. So, and after I get that sold, we're out of here. We're gonna go on a nice road trip. We're gonna check stuff out. We're gonna learn things. We're gonna share, and we're also gonna keep our eye on OntarioGazette.ca, where Ontario's government sells the properties that they take from us. And I'm gonna look to invest in some land because the municipality sells off land really cheap through that process. And if I could get myself some land and build myself a house, then that would be ideal. Get it nice and cheap. So, and I'm certainly looking forward to, once I get this project done, I'm gonna start on my channel sharing what I do every Friday morning when I read the Ontario Gazette and look at the tax arrears sales and see what new houses have been stolen from the government and sold. Sorry, wrong wording. I look to see which new properties have come on the market from the government on OntarioGazette.ca. And that's one thing I would love to share with all of you, because Canadians need to buy Canadian homes from our government at cheap prices and not foreign investors who resell them back to us for 10 times the value. So if I can educate any of my viewers to check out OntarioGazette.ca, this is not my website. This is a website the government uses to relay information to all us minions. So go ahead and read what you'd like on that website, but I would suggest you check out the tax arrears sales or the sheriff sales. They're an interesting topic. Yeah, I like to refer to us as minions. I think it's very appropriate in the grand scheme of things. When we look back thousands of years at the placement of government and religion in our society, is the timing coincidental? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, minions is the proper word. So we're just coming back here up on Metcalf. And Wellington.
Left.
Oh, of course you're going to know my opinion, Carol. Of course, my opinion is going to be a Rottweiler. They're just so darn intelligent, so easy to train, so great with family, so protective of the family and the household. Yeah, hands down Rottweiler for me. I've had 2 now, and I might be getting a 3rd soon. I've already been looking at puppies. And I've already got 3 bags of puppy food because I thought there might be a shortage. Well, there is a shortage. Hey guys, can you hear that music? And does it sound familiar? You're welcome. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate it. Smash that like button. Have a good night. Yeah, there's never anything wrong with the word when the sentence when it has Newfie in it. So I bet the Newfie dogs are that Newfie breed's probably a good breed too. I've met a lot of good Newfoundlanders. The Newfie Bay, a lot of good Newfs. I look forward to visiting sometime. Good people. Yeah, German Shepherds are up there too. Yeah, the Rottweiler is a big baby. My friends call my dog like a cat dog because it likes to go in and out of your legs to when you pet it, I guess, like a cat does for some reason. Wow, that's a lot of poop to pick up. And there's another controversial topic. Here you go. You guys want a controversial channel, boost those likes and stuff. How about dog poo picking up? Let me tell you what I did today. My dog pooed and I picked it up. So she's 9 years old and I think that's the second time I've done that. Hello, Alberta. Thank you very much for the shout out. So generally, Daisy and I, we go to places that aren't populated by people, and she likes to poo in long grass. So I never ever have to pick that stuff up. But today she pooed right outside the hotel door in front of the hotel security guy looking at me. And because it's on a sidewalk, obviously I was going to pick it up anyways. Fortunately, I brought a bag and everything. But normally, Daisy and I, we find discrete trails. We have oodles and oodles of trails that we visit for our hikes. Driving Daisy. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to use that sometime because I've got a picture of Daisy and me when we did a road trip to BC. And driving Daisy for a headline on that would be good. Yeah, that's the worst part about dog ownership is picking up poo. Like, it literally makes me gag. Like, sorry guys for being so weak, but unfortunately, like even when my children were in that, well, anyways, when I had children in my life with poo and diapers, that wasn't really a good time for me. I can remember having when my daughter was very, very young, and I had to do that once. Yeah, that's right, Real Justice. I do. Been there. And now we're here. So for Real Justice, just in case you're curious, because were you a lawyer, Real Justice? Question mark. Both. Yeah, me too. There's no point in lying. I've got no space in my brain to try to remember the lies I tell, so just spit it out whether they like it or not. I suggested my mom stop asking questions because she generally didn't like the answers. No, the truth is easy to remember. Well, usually, right? If it had any kind of meaning on your life. I don't remember what I ate yesterday, so if I had to try to tell you, it would be an attempt at the truth. So on the clock, we've got 12:30, so I guess we're gonna have to get going soon. Let's just do a quick little tour around, and then I think I'm gonna have to call it a night with you guys. And there's not too much going on to see, and I'm thinking I gotta get up again and get rolling back home. So anything you guys want to see while we're out here? Any specific buildings that might look neat? Actually, I know where there's some, actually. I got an answer to my own question. Don't worry, guys. We're going to do one little tour. It's a bit of a detour, but on the way back to my hotel. So I've got a couple neat things that I might look neat at nighttime. So let's go check them out. And then I'm going to go and check out my baby girl. And that's my dog I'm talking about. I'm extremely tired. So yesterday, for those of you that don't know, we did a 13-hour drive with the bikers. And our drive started at, it was 6 in the morning when I left my house. And I drove to Windsor. We arrived at about 7:45. One bike showed up, and we rode with that bike to London. And then in London, we picked up about 10 bikes. And we're getting away from this vehicle. So, and then we were able to go for the walk. Sorry to switch subject a little bit louder so they could hear. And then we rallied. So it was a 13-hour drive anyways. Incredibly long drive. Long day for Daisy and I. Oh, you're welcome, Maria. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for the feedback. That's awesome, Native. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I think the bikers have all gone home now. They didn't receive a very warm welcome, so it was clear that their presence here, their money and their presence here wasn't welcome. So yes, they've gone home. And let's be clear when we use the word bikers too, right? You know, these people are everyday people riding a motorbike. They're not wearing patches of any Hells Angels or outlaws. That I didn't see any patch representation among the riders. The last thing those organizations want to do is put a highlight on themselves. So when we say bikers, we're not talking the type that you're thinking in theater. We're talking real life, people that ride motorbikes. Yeah, a lot of them were vets. There were some patches on some jackets, and those were vets. Some of their patches that they've earned. It was a good experience, especially rolling with them. I don't know if you guys got the chance to catch when I was doing leapfrogging with them in the last couple hours of the stream when there was quite a few bikes. Oh, that was pretty awesome to do with them. I was honored to share that. I'm glad that they welcomed me into the group and allowed me to share it. So let's just do a little spin around where we're at now. Actually, why do I keep coming back to this spot? Thanks, Real Justice. I appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. Just sitting across from the National Memorial. I think it's about 8 degrees now. I'm not too sure. It's getting a little cooler. Of course, I didn't bring my coat, enjoying the warmth today with all that sunshine. Thanks for the round and round comment. Made me giggle. I always appreciate a good giggle. Oh yeah, I'm going to be streaming as much as possible. Like I was explaining, basically this week I've got a really expensive piece of rental equipment on my property. So the goal of this week is going to be finishing up this restoration project, getting it ready for sale. But every single weekend and during the week, I am going to be streaming some nature videos. That's probably not going to be some of your cup of tea, but if you want to talk about freedom, one thing I learned when my freedom was, when I lost my freedom for some time, is that the ultimate freedom is with birds. Birds are free. They can fly here, there, and everywhere. They get to choose where they go, when they go, how they go. And there's nothing more free when you're sitting in a, don't go there, Paul. So nothing's more free when you have your freedom taken away and you can only look up and see birds flying around. So yeah, a lot of times I have a stream going on in my backyard of my bird feeder and my pond. And I've gotten some feedback from some people that they enjoy it, kind of similar to I do. It's very peaceful, and I kind of just stream it while I'm working on the house. And when I'm on breaks, I watch the stream myself while I'm eating my lunch in my trailer. So incredibly interesting how all the different types of creatures can interact with each other, and not have to try to, I don't know. It's just some good quality, peaceful time instead of spending it watching some of the hate that's around and filling my brain with negativity, because it only leads one way, and that's not where we're headed. Time's short, limited, everybody. So find those that you can give a hug to and get your heart next to theirs and see what that can do for your good and how you feel. It's what you have to do while you're here. Why? You gonna send them out here to who lives in center Ottawa? Don't send them my way if it's for any. I was gonna meet with a friend from a long time ago today, but I guess she has decided her party has gone elsewhere. So I was gonna say hello, but guess that's not happening. Hello, Beacon, hillbilly. No, I've only been to Ottawa. So when I was 16, that friend I just spoke of introduced me to her niece, and she lived in Ottawa. And so I had a girlfriend in Ottawa that when I was 16 and drove a 1986 Firebird, I used to drive to Ottawa all the time to visit my girlfriend on the weekends when not working. So that was my first encounter with Ottawa. And then again, during the freedom movement, I came down a few times with the camera. And that's my experience with Ottawa. Oh, what are you kidding me? Somebody, Real Justice, voting out Ford. What? He just gave us our parking tickets. So we don't, our excuse me for stuttering. We don't have, he just touched on a subject, that's why. But he just gave us, we don't have to pay for our little stickers anymore. How could you vote out him? We don't have to pay for our stickers. Come on, Real Justice. Didn't you get that check? I did. I almost gave it to my neighbor, but then I decided to pay my hotel fee with it. Anyways, and the reason why I say about that is because the joke of voting, him thinking that giving us that little break on this fee for our for our license plates stickers. Meanwhile, I'm sure all of you that are paying your property tax noticed you had a nice little property tax hike. So I would have rather paid for my sticker than my property tax go up for the rest of eternity. So thanks for giving it to me in one end and taking it out of the other. Sorry, you guys, got too opinionated there. LOL. I'm not voting for either because they're both a disgrace, and it's just a big game for you guys to all pick. Oh, I'll vote for the other side so they can bend me over and use me. Oh, I'll vote for the other side so they can. Sorry, I'm getting political. Sorry, I'll shut that up. This channel's not about me and my political views. I think it's just so since I am getting political, it's just a big theatrical show to keep all us minions in order and paying our taxes. There you go. I said it. So everybody, get paying those taxes. Keep the government in good form so they can go around and invade countries around the world and try to spread the good word. Yeah, I'll shut up now. Maybe I should mute the mic maybe, eh? What do you think? Am I getting too loose on the lips, guys? I apologize for that. I did visit... and I actually got a video of it too. I went to the Oneida Reserve and I got myself some little candies, some little edibles to help take some of the pain away so I can do all this hiking. And so if I get too loose-lipped, please tell me because I don't want to be like that. Keep my opinion myself, let you guys form yours. Yes, I was talking about THC. Yeah, buddy, thanks, man. I just don't like I said, I just want to, if I've got something that I think can get a smile, I'll definitely say it, but I want to try to keep the haters and the one group away from me. I don't want to be like that. You know, I've noticed there's a lot of channels that are getting all their hype and going on that movement. And to be honest with me, I'd like to try to see if I can get more of an outsider's perspective because I tend to gain more information that way. And I like to soak things in from afar. Free speech is super important. You know, being able like, yeah. It is. And hopefully Elon securing Twitter will help secure some free speech, as he calls it, the City Hall for speech. What did he say? City Hall for the world, where you can go and speak your mind freely. So for anybody that doesn't know, I have a man crush on Elon. I've read his life story, and I think he is a very admirable man. So you'll probably only ever hear, you'll usually only ever hear positive things about Elon coming from me. I love his mission. I would love for us to have a second planet that mankind is on for if and when we blow ourselves up. So we're going to head on back to Slater Street and show our thing. We're getting a show with lights right now. Kind of brightening. Kind of bright. So thank you everybody for coming for a walk with me tonight. I appreciate it. It was enjoyable to go for a walk and talk to somebody besides Daisy. Elon's Mars mission is to have 1 million people there by 2050. And if anybody can do it, he can. And if we can have 1 million people living on another planet, we stand a chance to survive if and when something happens. Why not have a backup plan? I'm all about backup plans. So I don't know if you guys play chess at all, but it's a good idea to have your plan plus a backup plan in case they make a move. Oh, you're welcome.
Freedom!
You know it.
Freedom!
Yeah, and I'll definitely let you guys argue it out about Elon. I was just kind of sharing you my opinion. You know, until the money corrupts him. Right now, it looks like he spent his life. This is just my impression of what I've educated myself with. That he spent his life. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Let's head back this way, guys. Trying to get wealth so he can basically save mankind because he thinks we're doomed. I really like that statue over there, that native one. You know, if you guys don't fear, here's another thing that Elon talks about. If you guys don't fear, here's a really, I'm going to give it to you straight right here. If you guys do not fear China, here, let me just stop moving so I can focus. If you guys do not fear China ruling space, you're bonkers. I'm telling you right now, if you guys do not fear China ruling space, you are bonkers. I do not want to. I'll stick with Trudeau over his who Trudeau he's got. So Trudeau's got a man crush on Xi Jinping. For those of you that didn't know. So, yeah, I'll take Trudeau over Xi Jinping, if that's how you pronounce his name. This guy loves Trudeau. Who's this guy? Because if you're talking me, you're on something, because I am not pro-government at all. Government is a theatrical show to keep us minions in place and pay us their taxes to the rich. But that's not what's important. What's important is enjoying the time on earth that you have, my friend. So we are desperately looking for, here we go, Slater Street. So our hotel's down this way. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's scary. It's scary how much influence China has in this country. It's scary to me anyways. And I'm really frightened if they control space. Because who controls space controls this planet. In the world of bombs and stuff, the way our kind is. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad it's them and not me, because I've been reading a couple of the messages and they don't make sense. Yes, so another thing, I hear another thing that might be curious for you guys that are on YouTube. Don't do it now while I'm streaming though, but maybe when we're done, go ahead and stream Canada News. And then go to the sort column and put newest first. Guess what you're always going to find for Canada News being the most important thing on YouTube? Go ahead. Go in the comments there, take a guess. Guess what's always our number one topic here on YouTube about Canada News? And guess where it's about from? And don't get me wrong, I'm no racist at all. I love all of us. Let's all come together and have a good time. But the fact of the matter is, for some reason, our government seems to prefer some countries to others for our immigration policy. And I don't think that's right either. I think we should have an open and fair immigration policy to all countries, not prefer one over the other. But those are just my thoughts. I usually don't share them all, but we're going for an incredibly late night walk and I'm tired, so you got it. China's one of them. And guess where the other one is? China's not the big one though. China's second. Guess who the big one is? That's right, India. So there's the two countries that we prefer to bring our immigrants from. And I'm not sure why that is. But if you look at the numbers, that's what the numbers say. And I'm not speaking today because of the war started. Maybe the numbers today have changed and we're really looking at taking people from Ukraine. Absolutely, you could be correct. But I'm just speaking in general. In an average over the last 10 years, the average is about 300,000 a year that immigrate to Canada. And I believe it's over 200,000 that come from India and China. So that's a huge percentage in my opinion. And I don't understand why it would be so biased that way. Like, I've known people from UK that have had a really hard time to come to Canada. And well, why should that be? We should have, I just think it should just be a little bit more open and more fair. Like, I don't think the number one news topic for Canada on YouTube, it should be India YouTube channels talking about our immigration policy and, oh, Canada this week opened up another 1,000 applications. Get them in today. Get them in hot. You know, like that's a common thing for YouTube channels in India. So I'm pretty sure my hotel's down this way. I think it's all about voting. I'll tell you a quick story before, because here we're getting near my end of the road here, guys. Last story. So first guy, I did work for this company, and I did my machining apprenticeship at that company. And I said to the owner, how come every year you go down to Guyana and bring back 20 to 30 employees? And the owner was a good friend of mine. Long story, maybe I'll share sometime. And he said to me, well, Paul, when I go get the people from that country, number one, I'm helping them have a better life for them and their families. But number two, they will never vote in a union. They will never vote against me. They will never try to bring a union into my company. They are happy as a pig in poop that I'm paying them $25 an hour and they have a great place to work. So that is what it comes down to. When you bring over immigrants from a country where they bring them into a country like ours where they get a great chance, I'm assuming they're very thankful and will vote for you. So anyways, listen, that's my 2 cents on that. But everybody, thank you for watching the stream. I really appreciate you guys coming for the walk with me and appreciate sharing the videos with you and the feedback and the help, and you guys most importantly bearing with me learning how to be a YouTuber. So we're gonna wish you all a good night soon. We're just reading a couple of the comments, and I wish I could keep the chat room open for you, but I gotta go snooze. So everybody, have a great night. Thanks for sharing and caring. Play safe and stay out of trouble. Bye all.